Today, we're going to grow crystals of copper metal by
Hello and welcome to Hangover Helpers. Today I've enlisted the help of Professor Bunsen Burns, who will be instructing us how to make lead iodine, which I understand is a powerful hangover helper, a painkiller for those day after migraines.
Actually, Joey, lead iodide is actually extremely toxic. We're making it for its beautiful qualities and its lustrous gold color. We would never consume anything with lead. That would be very toxic.
Like even the components?
Absolutely. The components are the lead cation, which is terrible to organic systems, such as the human body. So, the reaction that we're doing is we're combining the aqueous salt, lead nitrate, with potassium iodide. Both of these are soluble. We're making the insoluble lead iodide. Of course, is an extreme safety concern. So we're going to be taking all of our PPE measures with the reaction. Now let's get to it. Now before we begin, let's put on our goggles. Now the first step is to mix the solutions of potassium iodide and lead nitrate. Now to save some time, I've pre-weighed out the samples. So I'm going to grab my lead nitrate. Okay, well that's a little weird. I remember it being 1.336 grams, but the scale's a little bit weird and there's a lot of wind here, so we won't worry about that. Now let's mix the solution. Now we have two Erlenmeyer flasks. In one Erlenmeyer flask, we have 250 milliliters of water. In the other, we also have 250 milliliters of water. In the right flask, we're going to dissolve our lead nitrate in solution. In the left Erlenmeyer, we're going to dissolve our potassium iodide in solution. And we'll do that now. Now, by our solubility laws, we know that both of these salts should be soluble. But what it actually works out to be is that lead nitrate is much less soluble than potassium iodide is. So we might have a little bit of difficulty here. As you can see, the potassium iodide is almost completely dissolved. If we give it a little bit of a shake, it should. Now, for the sake of convenience, I've created a separatory funnel apparatus, as you can see here. In the funnel, we have a solution of potassium iodide. We're going to slowly drain that into our solution of lead nitrate, in doing so, creating lead iodide. Now, I'm going to release the potassium iodide solution, and we'll observe what happens. As you can see, instantly, we're forming our lead iodide precipitant. What's most interesting about this is that we should have lead iodide in such a small quantity that it actually will dissolve. And if we shake this for a small amount of time, you'll actually see that we're going to get a clear solution again. That means the lead iodide has dissolved, which is actually phenomenal. It goes against everything you've learned about your solubility charts. Now, as we add more of the potassium iodide, we'll begin to see the real precipitant form.
That is really interesting. Oh, okay.
Now, while this may look like a yellow liquid, there's actually billions and billions of yellow lead iodide floating around in solution that gives it that yellow color. We're going to heat this up, actually, because lead iodide is actually almost 20 times more soluble when it's hot rather than when it's cold. So we'll see what happens when it heats.
Fuck.
Joey, are you okay?
No, I'm fine, fine.
Oh, Joey, are you sure? We can.
I just fucking finish this thing.
Okay. We're going to heat it up right now.
That's good. Okay.
Now, as you can see, the solution is clear, and we can begin the cooling process. Joey, are you okay? Is that blood?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm still recording, so just Just finish up.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside and we're gonna cool it.
Professor Bunsen Burns.
Yes, Joey.
I snorted the powder.
What was that? Speak up.
I snorted the powder. I thought it would make my headache go away.
I know you did, Joey.
Can you call an ambulance?
First, there would be the paramedics. And then, the investigators. And I'm afraid they might find my other experiments.
Science.